Okay. Is this the correct distance? Like, I think I will put it in standby or something because I cannot unwatch myself. Hello, this is Gigi, Community Manager at Songs of Silence, and here speaking from the headquarters of Chimera Entertainment to answer some of the questions from our brilliant audience. And I must say, just in advance, thank you once more, because one thing we love about our audience is it's not easy. And even these questions, these few questions that we got from you, were absolutely surprising in the level of depth and detail that you kind of analyze things. I had to think a lot before coming here on stage right now and be able to answer your questions. Which, speaking of, we have a first one which asks, will there be any new games released in the future? The answer, being a game company, is of course yes, we are working on something. It's in early stages, so it's not happening tomorrow. What's important to say here is just to set expectations. At the moment, what we're thinking of is not Songs of Silence 2. It's not the same game done better or like a continuation. What we think is something related that uses that beautiful vibe that we have, that great soundtrack, that great landscape in general of the game, and brings into a different genre. Because I think the great thing that we achieved with Songs of Silence is that we brought sort of a different vibe to the strategy genre. If you compare it to other big strategy titles that inspired us and that we love as gamers, Songs of Silence is different. It feels different. It just looks different. And this uniqueness is something we're very proud of. And we think it could be very good to bring it to another genre, to go even beyond turn-based strategy. And I think we can move on to our second question, which is, will there be any collaborations with other brands or games? And this is a really, really tricky one, because here in Chimera Entertainment, we are all gamers. We are all people who love games. Just yesterday, we had a meeting that was supposed to be a much more official thing, and we ended up playing Nine Kings, just recently released, because we like games and we play them a lot, and we would love to take our own creation, something we are deeply proud of, and sort of mix it with something else. But at the same time, because we love games specifically, we are aware that each game has got its own unique style, and it's not always a good idea. Think about the visuals of Songs of Silence, these Art Nouveau, very unique kind of artworks that we have. You cannot just butcher it into some other game and call it a day. That's not what we want to do. If we find a game that we think it's a good fit and they are interested in us and they would like the idea, then we are super ready and super motivated to find new ways to kind of evolve the game and give you a better experience. But at the moment, no, nothing is happening there, and what we did is only Steam bundles, which I guess it's not exactly what this question is asking for. The third question of the day is one that I really like, and it asks, are there any popular characters being considered as new playable characters, such as Lady Dana? And I absolutely follow the line of thought of this question, because I myself am in love with Lady Dana and this whole arc of the evil god, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and great job from our game team in creating that story, because it's really, really interesting. Go play Song of Cinder if you didn't. The scenario map, it's incredible. At the moment, we are not actively developing towards Lady Dana as a playable character, sadly, But this is the thing, the beautiful thing I think about our dev team and sort of being this small group is that we are very sensitive to what you say. So if we were to notice that there is a large majority in the community that's just screaming for Lady Dana, you can expect that at some point we would put Lady Dana in the game. It's just how we work and just what we think it's right to some degree. So bottom line is, if you want to play as Lady Dana or the Silent King or whatever in any moment, you can just ask for it and we will give it to you. Keep making noise. This is what I would suggest you. Fourth question of the day, and this is another good one, which is, will there be new gameplay features introduced in the future? And well, we have a very strong point of not spoiling stuff to you guys, so I will never take this chance and just tell you everything that's going on. There is something, but I won't enter its details. Just to be clear, no big overhauls of gameplay mechanics. Some new mechanics, it's possible. And then, of course, there is a whole level of quality of life improvements and features in a more broad sense, where you mean just things that make your gameplay life more interesting or feel better or whatever. That those things will always come because we believe in this project and we believe in it being a game that will have a long value that goes, not just the 15 hours of the campaign or whatever. We believe Songs of Silence can be played over and over, and we want to make it better for new users that will come along and for our existing community, without which all of this could never happen. Question number 5. This is a long question. It kind of many questions all at the same time, so I will sort of breaking them down. The first of these questions is there a roadmap or a schedule for future updates similar to other games such as Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Yes, we have our own roadmap. I'm not sure if it's shared anywhere, but for sure, if you go and read the updates that we have, most of the times in the patch notes, we share also the roadmap and like what we will do next. I think now that I'm considering it, that you, Chinese audience, may not be able to read our patch notes on Steam, so we might consider sharing them in text on Bilibili or something like it. For sure, you can just ask in every channel you will be to, and our community managers, me, Kiki, Nicholas, whoever you find, they will try to give you some sort of idea. Of course, again, we like surprises, so stay tuned always. Second part of these questions asks, based on player feedback, it seems that disconnection issues are serious. And if there is something that we're doing for it, we always work on this. Bug fixing is constant, and it's kind of an ever polishing thing. What I can advise is, please give us the logs of your crashes, of your bugs when you report them, because a lot of the times in words, it's not so easy to understand what happened, as in the developers just read 5 lines of code and they understand everything of what's the problem. So if you have the logs, we also have very long guide on Discord on how to save the logs, and you can just manually take them and give it to the dev team. This is important when you report a bug, especially, again, because it just makes the process faster. It's not that we need them 100% of the time, it just makes our life incredibly easier. Then the question asks also about new projects and what kind of direction or genre are we aiming for. Again, it's too early to share that. I don't want to give information here and then maybe it becomes something completely fake. There is something. There are new projects. You should stay tuned. You should be hyped because there is reason to, but it's not happening immediately. We will want to really think about that first, and then we need to take the time to give you a polished and well-designed product as we think you deserve. So, final question of the day, and it's another big one, I would say, because it asks, will map generation be introduced sometime in the future? It's a pain point for me to answer this question because I understand people who buy Songs of Silence sort of buy a creation and they would want to contribute to this creation with user-generated content. However, we want to be honest in answering this question and we don't want to just ignore them. And at the moment, the priority the developing team has is to polish the current gameplay experience and what we have. Polishing doesn't mean we will never add something to the game. There will be new stuff coming, that's for sure. It's just, it won't be as disruptive as user-generated content would be for now. It's not in the roadmap. This doesn't mean it's never happening. It may happen down the road. We may think it's the best thing to do. At the moment, we think otherwise. There is also here an argument, though, about make noise about it, because one question is a thing, but if thousands of people work to knock on our door and say, please give us map generation, maybe it happens. It's how, in some sense, community management and what I do specifically works. We have to listen to you because you are the game. You are the protagonists of this. Okay, I think that about sums it up. These were the questions we noted down for today. Sorry if someone asked another question after we started recording and I didn't see it. This was the most updated set of questions I could have. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for keeping Songs of Silence alive. We are so proud of the participation and the enthusiasm we see in this Q&A. I hope I didn't betray your enthusiasm and that I was not disappointing with my answers. Yeah, and play Songs of Silence. If you don't want to play it, wishlist it. If you don't want to wishlist it, send the link to your family, to your friends, to your cat. Spread the word. It's very important for us to get new people on board in this journey that we're in. We are so proud of. Thank you so much, and that's it. Ciao, ciao.